Singapore! We will be taking you through our unique experiences on our 3-day adventure through the Lion City. On this adventure, we will take you through what makes Singapore special and find out that there's way more than what meets the eye. We delve into the incredible landscapes complemented by gardens and high-rises, explore some of the most beautiful beaches with crystal clear water, and grace our taste buds with the exploding flavors from the world-famous hawker centers. From the streets to the skyline, it is no secret why the heart of Southeast Asia's most dynamic city has made a name for itself as one of the best cities to live. And for 3 days, we got a glimpse of that. Join us as we share our bucket list-worthy experiences in Singapore with this perfect 3-day itinerary.
Good morning, we are in Singapore and oh my goodness, we finally made it to the city. This is something that's been on our bucket list for the longest time and I'm glad we made this trip here. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It is. It's very serene with the integration of nature and skyscrapers and the way that they have all these little designs that honestly sometimes don't even look real. It's like the whole city is an oasis. That's kind of how I can describe it.
So the question is, where are we right now? Are we just in the middle of a deck? No! We're in Marina Bay! And in Marina Bay they have so many gorgeous things such as the Skywalk, the beautiful gardens, the Marina Bay Mall, and so much things to do and see here. So let's take you around.
The coolest thing, in my opinion, about Marina Bay is the fact that I would like to say, just based on our experience so far, that it's a very kind of central hub of Singapore. And coming into it not knowing too much really about Singapore in general, I feel like it's the area that is the most distinguishable and distinctive out of anywhere else and any other place that you're going to be. You have an amazing view of some really cool skyscrapers. You've got this incredible mall, Ferris wheel, science center, and of course the amazing gardens with those super trees that are so distinct. And the coolest part is that as soon as you step off the train, everything is interconnected underground, which I didn't realize until we were going through and we came out an entrance into the mall and I was like, wait, you can go this way and then this connects to the gardens and then you can also get to the hotel with the observatory deck. It's honestly, whoever designed this country, the city, whatever you want to call it, was genius. We're at the Gardens by the Bay where you can actually walk around and kind of through the gardens by foot for free for most of it. And so we're gonna do that, but also we got tickets to the OCBC Skyway, which kind of brings you up and elevates you where those amazing super trees are so you can kind of be amongst it and have a greater view. So we're gonna go up and explore and see the view and just enjoy ourselves. Let's go.
Tip of the day, if you come here really early in the morning, right now it's 10 o'clock, you will have the whole garden to yourself with the exception of a few people, but you get it to yourself. You can take pictures, you can do whatever you want. So tip of the day, come early. The Sky Walkway, which is one of the best things to do in this garden, can be closed at any time because of rain. So anytime it rains during the day, just know that it might be closed. You could take your chances and come here, but the chances are it's closed. So it's always a day-by-day process. My recommendation is never book ahead because you don't know when it's gonna rain or not rain. Just show up. There's always tickets available. So these gardens, like Caitlin said before, are free to enter. You can come check it out. There's just specific spots where you have to pay. For example, going on the OCBC Sky Walkway. But overall, you genuinely don't need to pay if you just want to come and just bask in its beauty. So it's really up to you.
We made it up to the Skyway, and I will say it's pretty impressive, especially with the bridge that kind of reaches all the way across. You feel like you're amongst the Supertrees, as they call them, and you have a really great view of a lot of the lushness and the different species of trees, and it is quite beautiful. I will say I'm not sure if it's worth $14 per person to be able to come up here, because it is quite beautiful on the ground, but since we've already paid, I'm not going to complain. I'm not mad about it. I'm not regretting my decision. It is still pretty incredible, and I like the opportunity to kind of like be up and have that bird's eye view.
I feel like we're in the jungle right now. It kind of feels like the next set for Jumanji. Did I just guess what Jumanji 3 is gonna be?
I think so.
Oh.
And watch out, Kevin Hart. I'm coming for your role.
What a way to spend your morning. This place was so serene, so scenic, so relaxing. I felt like I was one with nature. I felt like I was Avatar.
Yeah. Oh, Avatar. Yeah. That's so true. I feel like the trees and like that jungle vibe really give Avatar.
But my stomach isn't giving Avatar, so time to go get some food, because we are starving.
We are in the underground station. All we had to do was go underground, and there's amazing signage everywhere, I've also learned. And we were just walking through, and eventually we're gonna get to a space where, again, with signage, it's gonna tell us that we can get to the shops, and we're gonna go up there. And it's just so easy. And the best part, it's air conditioned. Wonderfully air conditioned.
City of London, take notes. Take notes from Singapore, because number one, the train station is a lot better than the ones in London, and number two, it's air conditioned. Ah, it's so nice. I remember when we were in London, it was boiling, and they didn't do anything about it. But guys, Singapore's transit system is top notch.
I know we just talked about eating, but before we go eat, I just want to talk about this mall that we've gotten to from the underground metro system, and it is actually incredible. Just the way it's designed is so impressive, so beautiful. There's a literal like lake or stream that you can take a boat out onto. There's like expo centers and ballroom.
I never thought I would see a mall as cool as the Dubai Mall, but I think the Marina Bay Mall, it rivals that. There's so many things to do here, and it's massive. I'm just like, wow.
After we exited the mall, we took the metro to Chinatown, which was just a few stops from the Bayfront station, and it brought us up to this busy area where there's a ton of different stalls of Chinese food and what looks like a lot of people just vibing, enjoying themselves, being together. And I'm excited. I've heard a lot of really great things, and I feel like because we're in Singapore and it's kind of a melting pot of a lot of different Asian countries, this will likely be the best Chinatown that we have been to. So let's find out. All these different stalls are a part of what's called a hawker center, and it's a really great way to just sift through kind of what I would describe as a giant food court with so many different stalls and tables and just options for you to go for food. We have gotten sugarcane juice, which I've tried for the first time, and I have to say it is probably the most delicious thing I've ever tried or ever drank. Dwayne, I've seen him before like get the raw sugarcane, like the actual stem, and just like chew on it for some of the juice to come out. And I never liked it because it's like the consistency of the actual stem, that's kind of weird. And so here we have a nice, lovely glass of juice just squeezed out fresh, and it's like a mild sweetness. It's not too much, but it's just enough, and apparently it's really good for you.
Sugarcane juice is one of Singapore's wonders. If you're here, You have to try this.
So we've got some braised pork ribs and some fried rice, and altogether it just came to $20, which is actually not too bad. We'll see how much it fills us up, but it looks like a fair amount of meat and obviously a ton of rice, because I feel like just rice on this side of the world is a lot bigger, and I'm excited. I'm starving. Let's get to it. First off, rice, obviously amazing. Not too salty. I like how there's the vegetables, the egg, the bits of meat. Obviously it's steaming hot. Amazing.
Let's try the pork. That was fall off the bone delicious. It's spicy, it's flavorful. It has that punch of sweetness to it. Oh my gosh. It's bussin'. After that delicious lunch we just had, we're now going to be exploring Chinatown, taking a look at it and just seeing how different it is from every other Chinatown we've been to.
So we're browsing Chinatown and we come across this temple. It's like that classic, distinctive kind of Chinese design that you would see, at least what I think that you would see in China. In different parts. It's beautiful though. The design is very intricate. It's very different from anything that we've ever seen, and I think it's worth checking out. Outside of the temple, there's a lot of different kiosks that are set up with different Chinese and Singaporean, if that's the right word, souvenirs and just little mementos that you can take from your time here. And it's definitely just stretching all the way down this road here, so you can just kind of check it out, take your time browsing. It's a lot of kind of the same thing, but I feel like it fits in with the whole ambiance of the place. Around the corner, there's also a lot of food stalls where you can get some more food apart from the hawker center where there was a lot more stalls. These are more, I guess, trendy looking food stalls, and it seems like a lot of them are actually closed since it's a Monday today. So I feel like Monday is more of a rest day, something where a lot of shops do close. So there's not as many open, but you can see all of the stalls even if they are closed, set up along this way.
We are now in the Merlion Park, where you could see that picturesque Merlion statue, and it's pretty cool because the top half is a lion and the bottom half is a fish. The top half represents the old name of Singapore, which is Singapura, which means Lion City, and the bottom half actually represents the old fishing village that Singapore once started out as, and it pays homage to its old roots, which means Singapore, the Lion City, and its fishing background of being a small village that started off with fishing.
So there is a ton of people coming here, and even when we were across the river at the Marina Bay, you could see a swarm of people here even as early as 10 a.m., 11 a.m. So I feel like it's just a very popular place to be. It's not the most magnificent or grand statue I've ever seen. It's definitely nice though, and I will admit that cool breeze from the mist coming out of the water spouting is awesome. But I feel like it's just that history, and like how Doyen explained, kind of that the origin that it's paying homage to is really important to the city, which is why it attracts so many people. So it's definitely worth checking out. I just want to point out first the sweat on my face. I've never sweat like this before in my life, but that's beyond the point. We are in a part of town that is probably just 10 minutes away from that Merlion statue, and me and Doyen are calling it, what are we calling it? Little London, Mini London, because it looks so much like London, just like the buildings, the way that they're constructed. Even behind me is the National Gallery of Singapore, and it looks like the National Gallery in London. And I think it's just the architecture is different from the rest of the city. It doesn't even look that old, so it's like intentional almost. Even the theater in front of me is called Victoria Theatre, so I think there may be some British influence there.
Quick history lesson for anyone who didn't know this, but Singapore was actually under British control for quite some time, so I'm guessing that's why there's so much British influence in this part of town.
started our day. As you can see, it's now dusk. Is that what they call it? Yes, dusk. The sun is coming down and so is our energy. I'm sweaty. I chose the wrong outfit for today. Double layered, double layered. I'm hot. We gotta rest so we can have a great day tomorrow. So good night for now and we'll see you then. Good morning. It is another day here in Singapore and I've got my umbrella as I did yesterday as well. I carried this around all day because it said that it was gonna rain yesterday. And I said, oh perfect, I'll bring an umbrella, and it didn't rain. Today I said, okay, I'll bring it again, and it is actually a little bit of a sprinkle, not too much, so we're gonna carry around our umbrella, hope not to get too wet, and I think we are going to go to the zoo today because it looks like a really cool experience here in Singapore. And so, yeah, we're just gonna go get something to eat and then get started on our day.
The question we gotta ask ourselves is, are you in Singapore if it doesn't rain at all? So you gotta be ready when you come to Singapore to take a little bit of rain.
Guys, we're back. We're in Chinatown, and it's because the food, it just doesn't compare to anything else that we've had, so we had to come and try some more things and fill our bellies before we get our day started. You can't come to Singapore and not try these noodles. It's Beijing noodles. We'll make sure that we include that tag so you can check it out. I don't know what it is. I got it with the braised pork and soda doyen, and it is one of the best things I've ever had. Amazing. Y'all, we made it to the zoo. I'm so happy. I love the zoo with all of my heart. It's something I hold near and dear to me. So much in fact that we took from at least Chinatown where we were 2 trains and a shuttle, all amounting to like an hour and 10 minutes. We could have taken a car for about a half hour, but we like to save our money and take transportation from the train station. But we made it, and all I'm thinking is it better be good because we took so much to get here. But I mean, I love animals. I don't know how Dwayne feels because he tried to take me out on a first date to a zoo, and I said I wasn't ready. And you know, there was a little bit of some controversy around that. So now I've dragged him back out with me, and we're gonna enjoy.
Let's get this straight. There is no controversy. She, instead of taking my date up, took her mom to the zoo the same day. I was like, let's go to the zoo. She was like, no. She was like, no, I don't want to go to the zoo. And then all I see is she's with her mom at the zoo. It's shocking.
I feel like the way that this zoo is laid out is really nice because it makes you feel like you're in the wild and not in a zoo. Like everywhere has trees and like the pathways are embedded in all this like shrubbery and trees, and it's just very, I don't know, I like the way they've designed it. I feel very like close to the animals.
The zoo's pretty interesting because they let the monkeys, what are the monkeys called, babe?
They're like the monkeys.
They let they let the monkeys roam all around the zoo. So wherever you go, you can see them on top of the trees. They go through the lions' dens. They go to the giraffes. They're just always up on the tree doing something. So it's really cool to show how immersive the experience gets here because monkeys are everywhere. So are peacocks and other different animals.
The oldest animal in the zoo is named Astove, and it's this turtle right here, and he's right in front of his sign. He's like, this is me. So we've just left the zoo, and after walking around and enjoying ourselves for I think 3 hours, we decided we needed to fill our bellies, and the closest food center to us was I don't know if it was the closest, but it looked the best. It was about 15 minutes away, and it's called the, oh gosh, Chong Market and Food Center. And it, honestly, like the Chinatown one, I feel like we've been very biased against it, or very biased for it lately. And I was like, I don't know if we're gonna find something better, but walking around, this might look better. So let's go fill our bellies. Me and Doyen both got a couple different types of chicken and rice, of course, and it's good. I would say I rate it like, well, this chicken, excuse my use of the chopsticks, I give it like 8 out of 10. That's pretty good. And then the other chicken, I give it more like a 7. It's a bit colder, not as tender, but overall, I'm okay. I'm good. I was hungry, so I'll take it. As you can tell from where we are done with our day and our exploring. And I just have to say, I had so much fun, especially at the zoo. Like, we had a couple good meals. We went to a different side of the city that we hadn't been to before, which I think was really cool because we've been around this area mostly, and like where our hotel is. And I just really enjoyed the different scenery and just doing something new. We're gonna get a good sleep and we'll see you back tomorrow.
Alright, we'll see you guys back tomorrow for some more fun. We have so many exciting things planned tomorrow. We can't wait to show you.
Morning! We have made it to our first stop of the day. We are at Sentosa, which is a little island off of the island of the main part of Singapore. And so far, it's amazing. As we were driving up, there was so much green everywhere. Like, I know all of Singapore is green, but this island is exceptionally green. There's a few different beaches on this island, and I wanted to kind of have a beach day today, but we agreed on coming to Palawan Beach. And it's not busy right now, I think because it's a bit cloudy out, but it is still beautiful and warm, and I feel that sun, so we're gonna hang around here. And they've also got a few activities further down on the beach, and I think really on the whole island. So we're gonna relax, explore, maybe have a couple adventures. We'll see, we'll figure it out, but let's get to it. Guys, I love it here. The water is so nice. This, to me, this is bliss. This is real bliss. I'm just gonna hop right in. The water is so nice. There are jellyfish apparently, so I'm a little scared, but I'm not gonna let that stop me.
Caitlin says she's not gonna let jellyfish stop her, but I'm going to be letting it stop me. But jokes aside though, the water here, this is one of the nicest beaches that we've been to. It's like the white grainy sand,
yeah.
No rocks, like and like as it's going deep into the water, it's smooth, so you don't hurt your feet on the rocks or anything. You can just run right in, jump in, and enjoy yourself. Yeah, the sand is so smooth. I love it. I could just like lounge in the water, and I feel like it's more buoyant than other water I've been in. Like I feel like a life vest. Guys, what she's trying to say is she feels like a mermaid.
Okay, yeah. We're in the wild jungle. We are going to explore somewhere no one's ever explored. No, I'm just kidding. We are going towards Palawan Island, which is just a suspension bridge away from Palawan Beach where we are. And apparently it is the southernmost point in continental Asia. I didn't get that at first because it's not the southernmost point of Asia, but then I caught like continental Asia. So I think since mostly below us it's like Indonesia and it's like all islands, I think that's what it means, like of the continent it's the southernmost point. So I think that's pretty cool, something worth checking out, and the suspension bridge is so cute. So let's go. Doyen is moving it back side to side. I don't like it. Doyen, there's other people on this suspension bridge.
This bridge is so unstable and shaky, but it holds up. But it's very unstable.
Dorian says that he is done with this place because he is hot, thirsty, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I love the heat, I love the greenery, I love the water, and I think we just need to get this guy some water and some food and we can turn it around. I feel like this could be like the turning point in a movie where I can change his mind and bring triumph to his experience.
Guys, we are now at the southernmost point of continental Asia, and it's a beautiful small little island, just like that bridge walk from Palawan. And there are places where you can relax, places where you just sit by the rocks, look at the beautiful tankers that are just right over there. But overall, no, it's a great experience here, and I absolutely love it. We've now left Palawan Island, the most southern point of continental Asia, and now we're just checking out the remaining parts of the beach, seeing what there is here to do, and just relaxing and enjoying ourselves.
Because we are bougie people today, we will be mini golfing at Ultra Golf here at near Palawan Beach. And it's this cute little like mini golf course that is right by the beach. And me and Dwayne, we need a little bit of competition in our lives. I feel like I just need to kick his butt. I'm in the mood for it. So yeah, let's go.
I don't think Caitlin knows she's ready to lose. I don't think Caitlin's ready to lose yet. I'm about to kick her butt. Let's go. Halfway through the competition, we're tied. We're taking a quick break, but don't worry guys, by the end of this, Caitlin would have taken the L.
Okay, that's not
Caitlin would have taken the L. I'm not trying to be supportive, I'm trying to destroy her.
You know what I've learned about Dwayne? And it was pretty quick, I learned this about him. He loves to win and he loves competition. I'm more like laid back, and I'm just like, and you know, like pushing on the competition for fun, but he is like enjoying every time he gets a better score than me.
Oh yeah.
I see it in his face.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I love it. We're now on to the last round, and Caitlin needs a hole-in-one to beat me.
I don't know if that's true, we haven't calculated.
Oh, but she's down. She's down about like 4 points, so.
This hole, it was hard on me, okay? I won't lie, it was hard on me.
Okay, well, I think I can call this a successful win. Guys, and that's how Caitlin plays mini golf. That's why she loses. Alright guys, it's time to tally things up to see who won.
59, so I ended with 59.
So Caitlin ended with 59. 57 guys.
He beat me by 2
57.
points. 2
I
points.
told you I was gonna cook her.
That's barely a win.
I told you I was
That's
gonna
not
cook her.
cooking. That's like a light simmer.
That's chefing.
You simmered
That's
me.
chefing.
You
They don't call me Chef Curry for nothing. Woo! Wait, watch this, watch this. Woo! Watch.
Yo!
Oh.
Are you okay?
I won, so everything's all fine.
We have finished our time at the lovely beach, gotten a little something to eat, and then came over to the Marina Bay area where there is a light show that happens every night 8 to 9, and we just finished watching it. It was a Taylor Swift themed night. I don't know if that's just tonight because she's coming to Singapore. I think she might have come here already and she's gonna have a few concerts, so they've kind of themed it like that. And it was okay. Like, I thought it was done really well. The lights were really pretty. The way that it was coordinated to the music was really well. There was a lot of people, so I think a lot of people come to enjoy it, and I'm not gonna doubt it wasn't good, but I feel like it was a little underwhelming, and I don't know if that's just because we weren't like in the center of where the music was blaring, or because we've seen the one in Dubai, which is really impressive. But overall, I feel like it was still worth checking out, and if you really do want to get that full immersive experience, come earlier than like 10 minutes before.
it is nighttime and we decided to make a stop at Marina Bay because the Supertrees are lit up at nighttime, and as you can see behind me, they glow multiple different colors and you get a completely different scenery than you would during the daytime, and it's like you're in a completely different dimension. So my recommendation would be come here in the morning to get that gorgeous view and being able to see the plants properly, but also come here at nighttime because it feels like I've been transported into another dimension. Me and Caitlin were just talking. It kind of feels like we're in Avatar.
Yeah.
Not The Last Airbender, but Avatar, the movie.
I think we said that last time, but this is like extra.
Yeah.
Like, it really feels like Avatar, I swear. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You're my sunshine after rain. 네가 좋아. 늦게 빈 하늘을 봐. 더 푸르른 하늘과 silver lining in the clouds. 바람결에 내미는 너의 향기 햇살 같은 눈밑 작은 점 하나것이 사랑해주지 않고 못 배가.
Our time here in Singapore is sadly coming to an end. We've made it to the airport, and typically we don't film anything in the airport because it's like you get there, you check in, security, blah blah blah, boring, no one likes it, at least I don't. But at the Singapore airport, they've got what's called the Jewel and a couple other things that we don't have time to check out, but the Jewel is a big shopping mall that also has this, like, how do I describe, like big waterfall and kind of jungle looking area where they have lots of different trees, like palm trees, greenery all around this wonderful waterfall, and I've never seen anything like it, honestly, especially not in an airport.
That is all for our time here in Singapore. There's so much things to do here. There's so many things we didn't do that we wish we could have done, but overall, the experience here has been amazing. Singapore is a vibe, and to be honest, it's one of the best cities / countries in the world. It is so clean, it is so beautiful. It is a city truly in nature, and that's one thing I love about Singapore.
I think also it's just so unique. Like, there's just so many things that we've never seen before, never thought that was possible, but here we are. And it was definitely an experience just to see something different and to see such a different culture and blend of cultures. You know, in Canada, there's a lot of different cultures, but it's a different set of cultures. This is like truly the Asian melting pot, so you get all these cool different cultures and foods and experiences and interactions with people, and definitely wouldn't trade it for anything.
Again, thank you all for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, what should they do, baby?
Please subscribe below.
Click that subscribe button, because again, it's all thanks to you guys that we're able to do this, and we appreciate it. So we will see you next time.